Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfir wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Assalamualaikum everyone.
Alaikum salam.
So in last few classes we have studied so far about the types of words in Arabic. Those are ism, fi'l and harf, and we have started our study of ism. And in ism it has 4 properties: status, number, gender and type. And we have finished our study of status, and in status we have studied there are 3 types of status: rafa, nasab and jar, how to identify them, light and heavy status, and flexibility of the ism. And then later on we have studied numbers. And numbers, so far we studied the basic concept, but let me recap it one more time so we can understand it better. So number in Arabic are classified into 3 categories. There are 3 types of number in Arabic. First one is singular, and singular is, we all know, singular end with un and in, or if I want to make it light, then it will be u, a and e. And that's how you can find any singular number in Quran or in Arabic in general. Second kind of number is dual or pair. It's in 2. They use singular for 1 and they use 2 for dual. So it's also easy. It's ani and aini. If you see ani or aini in anywhere, in masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. It's always meaning is 2, pair. So it's also simple. And then we studied plural in 6 different categories. Actually, plural is plural, but we are dividing it into 6 categories for our better understanding. And like Muslim chart, you read Muslim chart in our beginning class, first class, and then the Muslim chart is helping us over here also. That's why we are reading the plural in 6 different categories, and it's gonna help us in our next classes, inshallah. So that's why we are dividing the plural into 6 categories. And the first categories we all studied, it was masculine plural. And by masculine plural always and always end with una or ina ending. Masculine plural always end with una and ina ending. And masculine plural like muslimuna, muslimina. And masculine plural actually include human, angel, jinn, everything. Any living being can be inside in masculine plural. Also woman also. So when Allah talk about muslimuna, Allah is not talking about all Muslim men. Allah is talking about all Muslim men, woman, jinn, angel, everyone. So this is what we have to remember. And also masculine plural only used for those who has life. Masculine plural can never use for any object, anything, any idea, or anything else. Masculine plural only can be used for those who has nafs, you can say, like has life inside them. Masculine plural never used for any non-living objects, any ideas, anything else, no, not for places, right? So this is masculine plural, una and ina ending. Then come human feminine plural. And there is 2 types of feminine plural we talked last time: human feminine, non-human feminine. Human, you understand, like, right? Those who have life, human, feminine plural. And it's end with atun and atin, always. Muslimatun, muslimatin. This is the ending. And muslimatun means only Muslim woman. Human feminine plural only include woman. That's it. Nothing else. Then we find non-human feminine plural. A non-human feminine plural has the same ending, atun and ating. This is the plural for objects. This is the plural for objects. Like sama. Sama means sky. Sama means sky. What is the plural of sky? The sky's plural is samawatun. Samawatun. You can see it here. Sky's plural is samawatun. But atun is a feminine ending, right? Atun. But sky is not actually feminine, but the ending is feminine. That's why we are categorizing this one as non-human feminine plural. Sayyaratin, right? Sayyaratin, atin ending. Atin ending is used for feminine, right? And sayyara means car. So cars plural is feminine. But when we discuss it in terms of grammar, we are treating non-human feminine plural as singular feminine, as she. We discussed it yesterday, uh, that non-human feminine plural, when I say you, like Muslimuna, say for instance Muslimuna, if I say you what are the properties of Muslimuna, you have to say Muslimuna is Rafa, Muslimuna is masculine, and Muslimuna is plural, right? You all know this stuff already. If I say you Muslimatun, you can say that Muslimatun is Muslimatun is plural, right? Muslimatun is Rafa and Muslimatun is feminine, right? These three properties you know so far. But when I talk about the non-human feminine plural and ask you about Samawatun, what is the properties of Samawatun? It's Rafa, no doubt about it. It's Rafa because we studied so far, but it's a non-human feminine plural. And Arabs, they don't treat the human plural and a non-human plural the same way. They treat non-human feminine plural and look it as a lesser than human feminine plural, human plural. That's why when they treat this word, not actuality, not reality, but when they treat it grammatically, they will think it as singular and feminine. Always they will gonna treat it as singular feminine. So when they say about like if they wanna say this is those are beautiful car or those are fast car, they're not gonna say it like this way. They're gonna say she is fast cars. So someone, okay, so they're gonna say she is fast car. They're not gonna say those are fast car. They're gonna say she is fast car. Okay, when we'll do practice we're gonna find it more easier inshallah. And then the calm of human broken plural. And there are two types of broken plural. We discuss human broken and non-human broken plural. By looking at those words, you cannot never gonna say see that this is the any plural because it doesn't have plural ending. It will have ending of un, an, and in, singular ending. So a short tips for you guys: if you see any word in our practice look like singular, but I'm gonna tell you the meaning of the word and the meaning is plural, then you have to say it's a broken plural. Because broken plural means what? It's not gonna follow the normal pattern of making a word plural, like we discuss in English, right? Car, cars, house, houses. We add s or yes. Like in Arabic, when we wanna make something plural, we add una or ina at the ending. This is the normal pattern. But some word like nabi doesn't become nabiyuna. It became a new word, ambiya'u, right? And by looking at ambiya'u, it seems like it's a singular. It's rafa singular. Its nasab will be ambiya'a. Jar will be ambiya'i. But it looks singular. But I tell you, it means prophets. So when I say its meaning is prophets, then you have to say it's a broken plural. Okay? And
I have a question.
yes.
So in this case, is Ambiya'u, it's a
Mhm.
Rafa plural?
It's Rafa and a broken plural. And I told
Okay.
you yesterday, broken plural has two way of treating those. Two way. Human broken plural can be treated as two ways. As it is, yeah, then you are right. It's a Rafa and plural. But another way of treating broken plural is you're gonna say Rafa and singular feminine. Okay,
Okay.
Okay, so there is two way of treating the word. And no, human broken non-human broken plural. I didn't change it today either. Sorry, it's non-human broken plural. Okay, non-human broken plural is un, an, or in ending. Same thing, but it's used for objects, right? Like kalam become aklam. You have to learn some vocabulary. So the vocabulary you see over here, just try to memorize those one. Those. So kalam is a pen, right? And if you want to make it a natural way of making it plural would be kalamuna, but they never use kalamuna. They invented a new word for kalam. It's aklam, and aklam is by meaning it's plural, but by looking at it you can see it's un ending, and un ending is always for uh, what, singular. So it's by looking at it you can see it's singular, but when I tell you the meaning of the word, it's pens, then you know that it's a plural. So it's a broken plural, non-human broken plural, because it's pen are not human, right? So it's non-human broken plural. And non-human broken plural has only one way of treating it, is singular feminine. So when I say you what is the status of, or what is the properties of aklam, then you have to say it's Rafa for sure because it says un at the ending, Rafa, and then you have to say it's singular feminine. And when I ask you why you are saying it's singular feminine, then you have to answer that it's a non-human broken plural. And Arab treat non-human broken plural as singular feminine. Okay? Okay. So moving forward is last type of plural is ism jama. Ism jama is you can say it collective plural, or plural because Arab said so. Okay, plural because Arab said so. Some word Arab consider plural, and so we have to learn those word. Three word for you: qaumun, nasun, qarnun. Repeat with me: qaumun, nasun, qarnun. Three word: qaum,
Amun,
nasun,
Nasun,
qarnun.
Karnun.
Yes, qaum means nation. Memorize those vocabulary also. These are very commonly used in Quran. Qaumun means nation. Nasun means people, and qarnun is generation. So qaumun is rafa, qaumun is plural. Why is plural? Because Arab said so. It's an ism jama. You have to memorize those three words separately. Because by looking at it, you can see it's a singular, but it's not singular. Nation is not consist of just one people, right? Nation is consist of so many people. So it's plural because Arab said so. So qaumun is rafa, plural, masculine. Because we'll study today what is masculine and feminine, inshallah, then it will be clear. But for now on you have to say it's rafa and it's plural. Nasun is rafa and plural. Qarnun is rafa and plural. What is the nasab and jar version of qaumun? Qaumun, qauman, qaumin. That's it. Nasun, nasan, nasin. Qarnun, qarnan, qarnin. Okay, so this is all about the proper number. Now we gonna have to practice some words, then we'll be clear what is actually happening over here, inshallah. So someone tell me, rusulun. Rusulun means, first tell me what is its status.
Rafa.
Singular.
Um,
Rafa singular.
Rafa singular. Anything else you wanna say? Okay. You saying Rafa and singular, that is perfectly fine for me, but one problem. Rasulun means messengers.
Right.
So
plural.
it's what kind of plural? There are 6 kind of plural.
Broken plural?
What kind of broken plural? Human or non-human?
Human broken.
Human.
Human broken plural. Yes. So you're right. It's a human and broken plural. Human broken plural. Human broken plural. And how many way you can treat a human broken plural?
Two-way.
Two way. So it's Rafa. You are right. And then what is the first way of treating the broken plural? As it is.
As it is.
So as it is, then you have to say it's plural, right? And it's masculine. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the second way of treating the human broken plural?
Singular
Singular
feminine.
feminine.
Singular feminine. So Rafa is all right because we are not changing that one, and then we can use it as singular feminine. You understand so far? So there is two way of treating the same word. Either Rafa plural masculine. It's plural, right? And because you know the meaning. So Rasul is singular, Rasul, but Rusul is plural. Okay, I'm writing it down over here so you can say Rasul. Okay, Rasul is singular, Rasulun. Okay, Rasulun, Rasulan, Rasulin, Rasulani, Rasulaini, Rasulaini, and then never gonna say Rasuluna. They will say what instead? Rusul. Okay, Rusul is the plural of Rasul. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So next word, inshallah. Samawatin.
It's
So what is the status of it?
nasab or jar.
Nasab or jar perfect and
Singular.
singular.
Non-human.
No.
Non-human
Feminine.
plural.
Nasab or jar is perfect. And then you are saying non-human feminine plural, right? It's a non-human feminine plural. And how
Yeah.
you treat non-human feminine plural as?
Singular feminine.
Singular feminine, perfect. Singular feminine. Though it's a plural word, samawatun. Sama means skies. So what is it mean? Skies, right? Skies. But it's plural by its meaning. It's okay. But we're gonna treat it as singular feminine. Okay. Okay. So moving on the next word, atfalun.
Rafa.
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 Then
What is the meaning of Rafa?
first you tell me by looking at it what you think it is.
Rafa singular.
Rafa singular, yes. But the meaning of it is children's.
Human.
Human.
Plural masculine.
Human plural.
Human broken plural.
Human broken plural.
Human broken plural. And how we can treat human broken plural as?
Singular feminine.
Only?
No,
Human.
As it is.
And two. So two ways. So it's Rafa in both cases. And in one case, atfal is masculine and plural. Right? And another case it's singular and feminine. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Imtahanatun. Imtahanatun. Rafa.
Rafa.
Rafa singular.
Singular. Why it's singular? Atun ending is singular
Oh,
ending.
no.
Feminine.
Feminine.
It's a
But
jama.
yes, it's a jama. It's plural.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a plural. But imtahan means exam, right? So exams. It's what kind of plural? We know 6 kind of plural, right?
Non-human.
Non-human what plural? Broken plural or feminine plural?
Broken plural.
Broken plural. Broken plural has atun ending. Broken plural has un and in ending. Singular ending.
Non-human.
Feminine plural.
Feminine plural.
Right? Atun ending is feminine plural. We read it in the Muslim chart, right? Remember the Muslim chart? Atun. Muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. So atun and atin is feminine ending. So imtihanatun is non-human feminine plural. And non-human feminine plural are treated as singular feminine, okay? It's Rafa. Okay. Moving on. Qulubun. Qulubun. Rafa.
Rafa single.
So Rafa singular. Very good. But Qulubun means hearts.
So it's non-human broken?
Non-human broken plural. Yes, non-human broken plural. And so how you gonna treat it?
Feminine.
Singular feminine. And its status is
Rafa?
Rafa. Perfect. Muslimu. Muslimu.
Rafa Jama.
Rafa Jama. Masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine. And it's light or heavy?
It's light.
What is the heavy version of it?
Limuna.
Una.
Muslimuna.
Yes, Muslimuna. Perfect. And is Muslimuna talking about only Muslim men? No, and feminine also, yes. Okay. Kutuban.
Broken plural?
And,
Yes, it's a broken plural. What kind of broken plural though?
Nasab.
Nasab, yes.
Nasab singular.
Nasab, and you say singular. But I'm telling you, kutub means books.
so it's
Non-human.
plural.
Non-human broken plural, yes. Non-human broken plural. And non-human broken plural always treated as
Singular feminine.
singular feminine. Okay? Okay. Moving on. Qanitatin.
It's,
Broken?
No, why is it broken?
it's a
Is it
jar.
Feminine. So
inending?
It's a feminine plural, yes. And it's
Feminine plural.
feminine plural. And it's because atin ending. Atin ending always feminine plural, right?
Yeah.
Always feminine plural. And what is the status of it?
Nafa or Jar.
Nasab or jar, yes. Nasab or jar.
Nasab.
Nasab or jar, and it's plural and it's feminine. Kanitatin means subservient woman. Okay. Then come kafiri. Kafiri.
Kafiri.
Plural? Light?
Plural. Yes, light. What is the heavy version of it?
Kafirina.
Kafirina.
Kafirina. Now go ahead. What is the status of it?
It's
Nasab.
it's Rafa.
Rafa. Ina Rafa.
In
Nasab or jar.
Nasab or jar. Okay,
Yeah.
nasab or jar, and
The Jama.
jama plural. And
Wait, what's
masculine.
Jama?
Oh, she's Arabic probably.
Oh, that's it.
It's plural. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, jama is plural. Okay, and it's masculine, right? Okay, so kafirina is done. Now the next word, last word. Ashabu. Ashabu.
it's Rafa.
It's
Singular.
Rafa. Singular.
And it's a light.
It's light.
like
What is the heavy version of it?
Ashabun.
Ashabun.
Ashabun. Okay, perfect. Now I'm telling you, ashabu means dwellers. So
It's a
Human? Plural?
human broken plural. Yes, and there is two way of treating it, right? So it's
As it
Rafa in
is.
both case. As it is, what is it? It's plural, right? And masculine.
Masculine.
And it's singular feminine.
Single feminine.
You got it, right? Is it the concept is clear to you, right?
yes, making sense.
Now it's making sense. Inshallah, more we practice, it's gonna make sense more, inshallah. So what is the purpose of this study? What we are studying it, right? We are doing our effort to know it. Why? What is the purpose of it? What is the point of it? The point, my brother and sister, is here. That's why we are studying, to understand the word of Allah. Now I'm going to share in like 2 or 3 minutes a ayah of the Quran, inshallah. So in Shuara, Surah Shuara, ayat number 16, Allah is saying to Musa that Fa'tiya Fir'auna. So you go, both of you, because Musa alayhi salam is not alone in this journey. He is with his brother Harun. So Allah is saying both of them, Fatiha, both of them, Firauna, go to Firaun, Faqula, and say to him, Inna, indeed we. Remember that we are studying what? The numbers, right? So remember that Inna means indeed we. Sorry, we. We is plural, right? Indeed we. Allah is telling Musa to say to Pharaoh that we are Rasulu. Tell me the properties of Rasulu.
It's
Broken
Human.
No.
plural.
Why is broken plural? Rasul is not broken plural. Rasul means messenger.
Rafa
Human
singular.
feminine.
Rafa, yes. Rafa,
Rafa
singular and masculine.
masculine.
Rafa, singular, masculine. Allah is saying Musa to say to Pharaoh, indeed we, because he is not alone, he is with his brother. Indeed we are messenger, one messenger, right? It's singular. Rabbil Alameen. But in your translation, it says that go to Pharaoh and say we are the messengers. They're using it in translation. They're using a plural. But this is a wrong translation, totally wrong translation. Allah never says that it's plural. That's why we are studying those stuff. Because then why Allah using here singular word? The normal suppose in normal Arabic is supposed to have Rasuluna or Rasulani, basically Inna Rasulani, because for two what we use dual, right? It's supposed to be Inna Rasulani Rabbil Alamin. But Allah never used this. Allah used Rasulu. Why? The point is, my brother and sister, we have to study. Okay, I'm hearing echo. Just hold on a second. Okay. Our purpose of the study is we have to look every word by its perspective. And what we can see here is Allah is using singular. That means there's something going on behind that. We don't know it yet, but we have to look forward and we have to study more and more to understand what Allah is saying over here. Think of that, my brother and sister. Let me give you a small history lesson probably. Musa alayhi salam was born and brought up, he was brought up in the Pharaoh's castle, like a prince, right? And think of the Pharaoh castle as a White House. In White House, anyone can enter anytime? No, right? You need to have the credential to get inside. So whenever Allah sending Musa to Pharaoh, and he was a criminal for them. He killed someone, and he's going to Pharaoh. He's in his castle, but he can enter in the castle, right? Because he is a prince. Have to be treated like a prince. But think about his brother Harun. Harun was not a prince, but Harun was a slave to them. A slave person, a person from Bani Israel can enter the White House of that time? No. But what Allah is teaching Musa to say to Pharaoh that no, we are inseparable. We are two in body. Yes, we are two in body. But in Allah's eyes, we are one person. We are one messenger from God. We are just a single person. So if I get in, he have to get in with me. You understand? So all those information is just kept inside one word. And in translation, it simply said, yes, we are the messenger from God. Do you think the difference of the translation over here? For those reasons, we have to study and study more to understand what is the actual text saying. Then it gonna benefit us, inshallah. Understand? So
Yes.
we have to study, right? So we can move forward.
One more. I have a question, really quick.
Yes, yes,
For Rasulu in this case, it's also light, correct? It's
yes,
not heavy?
light. Yes,
Okay.
it's light. And why it's light, we don't know yet, right? We just know one reason of being a word light. What is the reason? Partly flexible word.
Flexible.
Yes, this is the second reason of a word being light, and you will learn, inshallah, in next few days. Why is that? So we can move forward to gender, and gender is pretty straightforward and pretty easy. Okay. By gender, there are how many types of gender in Arabic?
Two.
Two. What are those?
Male and female.
Masculine and feminine. Yes, not male and female, actually masculine and feminine. Okay, so masculine and feminine, and Arabs has sort it out in every ism. Every ism consists of things also, right? Like stuff, like pen, like book, like house, and so many things. And also ideas. Islam is an idea, education is an idea, so those idea also. So ism is so many things. It's not just male and female, but still they categorize those every ism into two categories. There is no third category. Okay, there is no third category. It's either masculine or feminine. Okay,
Could
they
you
never.
mute somebody's mic? It's
Okay,
causing a lot of
okay.
background noise.
I'm muting all of them. Okay. So everything in Arabic falls into two categories of gender. There is no third gender in Arabic. There is no it. The it word doesn't exist in Arabic. This word doesn't exist in Arabic. Okay, so every ism either is masculine or feminine. Got it? And so if everything is either masculine or feminine, do you have to study everything? Or we can just study one category, and if it's not fit that category, it must be another one, right? So making our study easier, we're gonna study only one category, and if the word doesn't fit this category, it's belong to another category. And more interestingly, every word are masculine by default. If some word has some feminine qualities, if those qualities are there in this word, we will treat those word feminine, and rest all of the word we treat as masculine. You understand this concept? As long as we cannot find any qualities of femininity in a word, we will consider that word masculine. If I hide something in my hand and I tell you what is the gender of the hidden item in my hand, what are you gonna say? Or
I don't know.
yeah, or I have something in my pocket, and I ask you, I have something in my pocket. What is the gender of the word? You have to say it's masculine, unless and otherwise you can prove it feminine. Then it's masculine by default. Okay, this is the concept, basic concept over here. So we're gonna study only the feminine part of it. Okay, only the feminine words we're gonna study, and if any word does not fit the criteria of feminine word, then it's by default going to masculine. Okay, inshallah. So we can start. Feminine, or we can divide the feminine word in two categories basically. How many categories of feminine word?
Two.
Two categories. And number one is pretty simple: biological feminine or real feminine. You know this, right? Those things which actually female are considered feminine, right? Like mother, like sister, like wife, like cow. I'm not meaning that wife or sister, someone is cow or something like that. But mother, sister, wife, cows, those are actually female, right? Do you have to prove that that word is feminine? No, right? It's just common sense. Some words are feminine by default. Your mom, ummo, sister, ukht, wife, azwaj, cow, bakara. Those words are feminine by default. They are biological feminine. Okay, so this thing we don't have to learn. It's just a common sense. And any in these categories also fit the any names of female are also considered a feminine word. If someone is too much, like, what you wanna say, name their daughter some masculine name. Okay, say someone name their daughter Rahim, but still at that time Rahim will be considered as feminine, because why? It's a name of a girl. Okay, so it's just common sense, the real feminine. Then come the fake feminine. Fake feminine is actually the items, the things. They are not actually female, but Arab considered them as female. And I told you in our last class, it's also happened in other culture also, like in Urdu, especially in Hindi or in Farsi. They use those like this. They treat some word masculine and some word feminine in their language. And we have to find which word they use as a masculine and which word they use feminine. Like I told you yesterday, Suraj in Hindi, Suraj nikalta hai ki Suraj nikalti hai? Does anybody know? Okay, so no problem. So they treat uh, in Hindi, they treat Suraj nikalta hai. They treat sun as masculine, but like sun is not neither masculine nor feminine. They say Chand nikalti hai. They are treating moon as female, but they are not actually female, but they are treating that as female. And those feminine are called fake feminine. Okay. So how to find fake feminine in Arabic? We have to look at the words ending. Okay. So there are a few ways to find fake feminine. One of these is word ending. Second one is broken plurals. And third one is feminine because Arab said so. And specific name of places. So these are the 4 categories of fake feminine word. So how many categories of feminine word in Arabic?
2.
Oh,
2. What are those?
Real feminine and fake feminine.
And what is the real feminine?
Biological.
Yes, they are actually females. And fake feminine is they are not actually feminine, but Arab treat those words as feminine word. Okay, and we in this category of fake feminine we has 4 subcategories, right? Word ending, broken plurals. You already know broken plurals. This rule you already know. All right, broken plurals. We don't have to study broken plural here again. Broken plural. You learned this in our plural class. Broken plural is considered as singular and feminine, right? So it's feminine. It's not actually feminine, but they are treating this word as feminine. So it's a fake feminine. Okay. So now we're gonna study what and feminine, because Arab said so, we're gonna learn it separately, and specific name of places, like name of places, Makkah. They will treat Makkah as feminine. Medina, name of places. Okay, name of places, they consider them as feminine. Okay, now come word ending. What is the word ending? The most common way to find a feminine word in Arabic is this one. I told you in our first class, the hijabi girl, right? Tamarbuta, tal marbuta, or round tha. Okay, what you wanna say it? This thing. If you see this thing in end of any word, that word is feminine. And this is the most common. 80% of feminine you're gonna find this way. 80%, my brother and sister. So this is most important. Rest 2, there is another 2 ending which is not so common, and if you forgot those one, doesn't matter, but this one you cannot forget. So the word ending tal marbuta or the round tha, if you find round tha at the end of any word, that was considered as feminine. This is the most common way. Like the rajatun. See the You don't have to know the meaning, my brother and sister. If you see this ta at the end, or jannatun, see jannat is feminine, or zakatun, or salatun, those words are considered as feminine. Easy to understand?
Yes.
Okay, and you cannot forget this. Okay, so every rule has some exception, and there is always room for exception. Like khalifa is not actually feminine, because khalifa can never be female, right? Khalifa is a man, so it's considered masculine. It's just common sense. Sometimes some tricky word will come, you don't have to worry about that. Other than that, always if you find tamarbuta at the ending, that's considered as feminine. Okay, don't think about the exception right now. Then come alif maksura. Okay, alif maksura, and another thing is alif mamduda. Okay, so this thing I'm skipping, but just to know you guys, there is this kind of alif or this kind of alif. If you find those in end of any word, that will be probably a feminine word, not always. Okay, these are rare thing, but this one is most common, this one. So you have to know this one very well. Okay, tamarbuta, alif maksura, and alif mamduda. Those word ending considered feminine, but this one is most common. Okay, okay, so we can move forward, inshallah. What are the word ending we can find to make something feminine?
Amabuta,
Then,
Alif Maksura, Alif Mabduda.
okay, which one is the most common?
Tamarbuta.
Tamarbuta. Then comes the concept of broken plural, and you already learned broken plural, right? Broken plural are two types, right? Non-human broken plural and human broken plural, right? Non-human broken plural always considered as singular feminine, sorry, right? There is no exception. Always non-human broken plural considered as singular feminine. And like aklam means pens, kutub means books. These are non-human broken plural. And human broken plural has a chance to, we can use them as feminine also, right? Singular feminine. Like, sorry,
Yes.
like ambiya'u, kufaru, those words we can, if we want to use them as feminine, we can. But non-human broken plural is always and always used as feminine. Okay, so far we know two categories, right? What are those? There are two categories of feminine word: real feminine, fake feminine. In fake feminine we studied two categories. What are those? Word ending. If the word end with tamarbuta, alif maksura, or alif mamduda, this is one categories, and this is the most common. Second categories we know is broken plurals. If it's non-human broken plurals, always treated as feminine. If human broken plural, we can use it as feminine. Okay. The third categories is feminine because Arab said so. We don't have any clue why. Really, we have to memorize some words. Those words Arab use feminine, and we don't have any clue why. So we have built a story to memorize that few words, like 15 or 16 word, and those words are considered feminine because Arab said so. If I ask you about what is the gender of this word, and you have to say it's feminine, and I ask why it's feminine, it doesn't have tamarbuta, it is not a broken plural, then why you are saying it's feminine? You have to answer me, this is feminine because Arab said it's feminine. That's it. Okay. Okay, so from the first type of this kind of word is body parts in pair. We have body parts, right? But those body parts whose come in pair, right? Hand, how many hand do you have?
2.
Two. So yadu, yadu is feminine because Arab said it's feminine. Okay, and how many legs do you have?
Somebody has one.
Somebody has one, but normally it's two, right? So legs considered plural. Sorry, feminine. Then uzun, ears. How many ears do you have?
2,
2. So those part, ainun, eye. So those part who has pairs are considered feminine, and those part has only one, like heart or tongue. Those things considered masculine. Okay. And second category is a huge story. We have to learn it. You can see that, right? It's small, but I cannot fit the whole story in one page in another way. So just listen to me, okay? The story, and you, I think it's on your book too, so you can find it over there. These are just few words. The words are in Quran, so if you memorize them, then your vocabulary will increase, and also you will know those words when they comes in Quran. We have to consider those words as feminine. Okay, so listen to the story. During a war, and the war, Arabic of war is harb, and they considered war as feminine. So during a war, a soldier forgot to fight and was daydreaming, looking at the sama, sky. Okay, so a soldier was in a war, looking at the skies and daydreaming until the shams came up, until the sun came up, and he snapped out of it, and he realized he's the only person, he's the only nafs left on the battlefield, surrounded by nar, fire. Okay, so what he do? He used a bucket. He used a dalu. It's dalu. Okay, dalu full of water to make a sabil. Sabil is path. To make a path out of the fire, right? Out of the fire to a safer land, safer earth. Okay. In the hot blowing rih, rih means wind. In the hot blowing wind, he was desperately looking for a beer. Beer. The word is beer. Well, to drink water from it. In his search, he found an empty dar. See, dar. Dar means house. House is another Arabic too, but not those words are feminine. This word only, dar, house. So in his search, he found an empty house in which there was a cup, kas. Cup is feminine also, kas. It's kas, kas. Kaf, hamza, kas. Kas full of khamar. Khamar we know, right? Wine. So he find in his search a cup full of wine. He was tempted, but despite of his fear of Jahannam. So Jahannam is feminine, right? Jahannam is feminine. In fear of his Jahannam, he to take a sip, but wards off his temptation and use his asa. Asa means staff. Okay, asa to strike the drink. Okay, so he break it and he never drink the khamar. So those words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Those 15 words are considered feminine in Arabic because Arab said they are feminine. And we are just attempting to make a story out of it so that we not forget those words. Okay, so your homework would be memorizing those words with meanings and know what is the uh, masculine, which one, and rest all are masculine, my brother and sister, so we don't have to worry about that. So all words are masculine except you can prove it those words as feminine. So we can do some practice inshallah and we can call it our session. So tell me, sama,
Feminine.
right? Sama means sky. Is masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Why?
meaning Arab says
The
so.
Arab said so.
Arab said so. Perfect answer. Ghurfin, ghurafin, rooms. Ghurafin.
Masculine.
No. Why?
That's not Tamabuta.
Yes. So we have to look if it's feminine or not. For feminine, first one is have to be biological feminine. That is not a biological feminine, right? Okay. Second category is Thamarbuta. There is no Thamarbuta here. So this category is also, or Alif Maksura or Alif Mamduda. There is nothing like that. So it is not from those categories. So third category is broken plural. Ghurfa look like singular, but its meaning is rooms. So what it is? It's a non-human broken plural. And non-human broken plural are always uses as singular.
Singular feminine.
So it's feminine. Okay. Got it? Okay. Kalimatin.
This is also non-human.
Non-human, what kind of plural? Broken or feminine plural?
Broken.
No, it's atin.
No, it's atin.
Feminine.
Yes.
Feminine.
So it's considered as masculine or feminine.
Feminine.
It's easy because it's feminine ending, so it's feminine. That's it, right? If you find something feminine ending, it must be feminine. Okay. Bintun. Bintun means girls.
Feminine.
Feminine.
Feminine is what kind of feminine?
Biological.
Biological. We don't have to. Then Madinati.
Feminine.
Why?
Armabuta.
Tamarbuta. Yes. Then come. Sorry. Asdiqa'a. Asdiqa'a means friends. And look at the word.
It's a feminine.
Feminine. Why?
And Arab says so.
No.
Alif.
Arab never said friends are feminine.
Alif.
It's basically our eyes and then.
Because it's a friends, right? But it's look like singular. So it must be a broken plural. Sadiq is friend. Sadiq is friend. Asdiqa is friends. So it's a broken plural. And broken plural we can treat as either masculine or feminine. Because why? It's a human broken plural. And human broken plural has two way of treating that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So next word. Bahraini. Masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine. Aini.
Aini. So what? Aini doesn't make anything masculine. Muslimatani, muslimataini, right? So Aini can be there also. We have to look if it has any femininity in it. So first of all, how can someone be feminine, right? You are right, it's masculine, but you have to look why. First of all, it's not biological feminine, right? Second, there is no tamarbuta, alif mamdurda or alif maksura. Third, it is not a broken plural. Fourth, it's not any word that Arab said feminine. So it doesn't have anything femininity in it. So it's masculine. You got it? Okay. Qaumin. Qaumin is masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Qaumin is feminine. Why?
Arab said so.
No, Arab never said qaum is feminine. Arab said qaum is plural.
Oh.
Okay, no problem. Arab said qaum is plural. Arab never said qaum is feminine. Okay, and there is no femininity over here because it's not biological feminine. There is no tamarbuta, alif maksura, alif mamduda, so it's not feminine. Okay. Baida'u. Anyone has?
Broken
Sorry?
plural?
No, it's white. It's color.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Color.
Masculine?
No, it's a rare word, but you can see the alif mamduda. That's why it's feminine. It's a rare word. You don't have to worry about this one. Okay, Ainun is
Masculine?
masculine. Very good. Why?
It's only one eye?
I know. Ainun means not one eye. Ainun means eye. Eye means two eye. Okay.
I thought it was, wouldn't it be eye,
Yeah,
the,
those thing who is pair in our body, the thing is considered feminine. Okay. So we have two eye, right? So
yes.
eye itself is considered feminine.
But
Okay.
the word isn't feminine?
No, the word Arab consider that feminine. This is feminine because Arab said so. The third category.
Okay.
Okay. The body parts, whichever body part we have two. Okay. Like yadun, yadun, right? Yadun is means hand, right? And hand, how many hand do you have? It's two. That's why it's plural. It's feminine. Okay, because Arab said so. Rijal. Okay, rijal. Rijal means leg. Okay, and leg is how many leg? Two legs. So that's why it's feminine. Uzunun. Uzunun is ears. We have two ears. That's why it's considered feminine. But lisan. Lisan is what? Lisan is a tongue. Tongue. How many tongue we have? One, right? That's why tongue is considered masculine. Heart. Qalb. Qalb is considered masculine. Those thing, the thing itself considered feminine to Arab. Okay. Anyone has any question? If not, then we can end our session today. Inshallah, from tomorrow we'll discuss some Quranic gems also. Inshallah, why we are studying what is masculine and what is feminine, what is the importance of it from the Quranic perspective. We'll see a ayah and how this ayah in translation is different than what Allah is saying is different. And inshallah, we'll start from here tomorrow. Inshallah. If anybody has any question, they can always ask me, or they can come early in the class. I will be there in the class early tomorrow, inshallah. I will try my best to come early in the class. If anybody has any question regarding what we have studied so far, they can ask the question over there, inshallah. Okay. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Wa alaikum salam.